Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. He's using his blinker, look at that. Sounds good, and he still has his blinker on. They're not self-canceling, people. You gotta turn it off yourself. Oh, there he goes, he turned it off. At least we know it works now. Here he comes. Very nice noise.
Hi everybody, I'm Christopher, the guy behind the cameras, Jake the Snake, and this is Fastlane Classic Cars, the Inside Edition, because it's cold outside. And this is a 1953 Ford Victoria. It has got a 239 Flathead V8, and back in the day, in 1953, it put out a whopping 106 horsepower. This is just a beautiful little car. We got a lot of B-roll because it's snowing outside, it's a mess. I think it stopped, so we're gonna take it for a spin a little later, but for now, let's look at this big bad boy. Big, solid car. It's a 3 on a tree. It does have some extra gauges at the bottom that were put in there. We have a Kenwood head unit, but we do have the AM radio that came with it. Let's see, it's got a 3-speed overdrive.
Yes, look at this. Jake. There's a little lever down here that says overdrive on it. That's your overdrive. I didn't even know that was a thing back in 1953. I also just love the gauge cluster in this thing.
I think it's beautiful.
The gauges are gorgeous. They sweep, the speedometer sweeps across the gauge.
Wow.
And you got all these buttons for lights and wipers and stuff down there. Yeah, the original AM radio looks super cool.
And a clock.
And a clock, of course. But yeah, really big, comfy seats on the interior. I love the color combo, the black and maroon. And then the seats are black, tan, and maroon to kind of go with it. I love the rear fenders with all the chrome and stuff going down it. Love the big wheels, big old trunk.
Big trunk.
It's nicely carpeted black with the full-size spare and a jack and everything back there.
And look, the keys underneath the little bird nose, I'll call it. Isn't that something?
You gotta flip that out of the way to get the key in. Open the trunk.
Oh, sure. Have we opened it?
I have opened it. I have B-roll of the trunk.
Then I'm not gonna do that. But
dual pipes out the back.
How about that?
It actually sounds really good. It only has a 1-barrel carburetor on this little flathead.
It says 2-barrel.
Oh, is it 2-barrel?
It says it, but man, I don't know. It's tiny.
Well,
you look at the B-roll, you decide, but.
It's a small carburetor, but we got big chrome bumpers, amazing, beautiful maroon paint. I love the taillights, how they're shaped.
I do too.
Looks like something from the space age, like the back of a jet engine.
We're getting there.
Which was a thing in the mid-50s. But yeah, the painted black roof is awesome, kind of the wraparound.
I like the mirrors. The mirrors are on top.
Yeah, the mirrors are mounted way up high next to the quarter windows. This thing's just really cool, and it runs nice and smooth and good. These old Ford Flatheads, they're just pleasant to drive. Yeah. And I'm ready to hear this one and see how it rolls.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We are now full of fossil fuels.
We needed them.
We did need them. Yeah, we noticed the gauge was a little light on the gas front. It is moving.
Yeah, it works.
So now we know the gauge works.
I love when the gauge works.
I love when the fuel gauge works.
I like when our buddy gauge works, but let's not talk about that right.
Yeah, we got fuel in the old 53 Victoria. I'm in this very comfortable seat.
It is comfy.
And we're ready to go. And you have the largest steering wheel I've ever seen in my life.
It's a big one. It's a big one, and it's got a horn.
It does have a very nice horn. It's a big wheel, but it doesn't look like it's intruding on any of your parts down there.
Not my parts.
Still plenty of space in this small little car.
I'm going up the big hill.
Oh, he's going up this hill. Yeah, I think we will go to our normal spot. But I'll get out and get cold while you do the flybys.
I appreciate that being an old man.
Because I like you.
I think he's full of it, but hey!
Oh, he loves the horn. Yeah,
this is nice.
It's about 31 degrees.
It feels like.
So this little flathead is going to need to warm up, but we do have the heat on down there.
And we have the blower on.
And we have the blower on.
And those knobs work. I'm loving it.
I know. And we do have a choke, I just realized, but we didn't even have to use it to start it up.
No, it really starts pretty easily. You really don't need to put much gas in it. I mean, like, pump it. Hello.
Oh, that's the lighter.
Isn't that adorable?
In case you want to take up smoking. But don't smoke, kids. Smoke tires, not cigarettes.
Please, and thank you.
Although I don't know if you're going to be smoking tires in this little flathead Ford, but
please don't.
It drives too nice anyway.
It's so nice.
You want to cruise around in this thing, not go crazy.
Here we go.
Here we go, around the roundabouts. Drives really nice. And like you were saying, we have some extra gauges down here. Looks like we got water temp, voltage, and oil pressure. Always nice to have. Then you have your heater controls down there. Your original AM radio still intact up here, but you also have a Kenwood unit, and this whole thing's a speaker, it looks like, over here. So if you want to listen to your modern music, I'm sure maybe it has Bluetooth and stuff on it, you can absolutely do that.
Why wouldn't you?
While you're cruising to your car show. Right now it's in demo mode, according to that thing.
I don't know what that means.
It's got an aux plug-in. This thing drives really nice. Suspension's real comfy so far. Ah! What's
blinkers!
That? Oh, blinkers.
This little switch right here's blinkers, and the hazards are over there.
They blink on the dash. Can you do that again?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
And look at this. People behind us are confused, but we like to confuse people.
That's right. There's no one behind us.
Exactly.
I also love the dashboard. It's painted black. It's in amazing condition. Nice glossy paint. You got your clock up there. And you get to look at the sweet hood ornament that looks like a jet plane.
It does.
Out the window. I love this era of vehicles. This era of cars. They knew how to style stuff.
Yep. And they were neat.
They were getting ready to go to space. They're all excited about life and the pursuit of happiness.
It was all happening. We're back from the war.
Climate change wasn't even a thing yet.
No.
It was amazing. But yeah, this really like encompasses the American dream. Cars like this from the early 50s.
It does. And boy, it drives nice, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not beating us up at all.
This one's in great condition too. And you have all 3 mirrors. That was a luxury option back in '53.
And this one works really well.
Yeah, you got both side mirrors. Well, I probably have to adjust that one, but I'm not going to open the window to adjust it because it's very cold.
It's freezing.
My hand would freeze off before I had a chance to do it. Yeah, you got the rear view. You got visors that don't droop. I hate droopy visors.
You know the kid hates droopy visors.
The headliner is in great condition. I mean, I'm sure this was restored at some point, obviously.
Right? Yeah.
But you got cranks for the back windows back there, and look at the design on the side. The little stars embedded in it, and the back seat's in great condition. You got leg room for real people back there. Even the light has like a little crest like stamped into it back there, which is just awesome. And they got ashtrays in the back.
Wow, everyone was smoking.
Everyone was smoking back in the day. That was the norm. The norm, I say. This thing's so nice. You got nice black carpet that looks pretty good. No stains or anything anywhere. You got the little V8 badge on the dash too.
Oh yeah.
Very cool.
And the 3-speed is very notchy. It works real well.
Yeah, but it's smooth still.
Very. But it like slides right into place. You feel it go in, you're like, okay, I'm in the gear.
You definitely know you're in gear with this one.
Yes, I like it now.
It is nice. And you have overdrive.
Which is right down there.
Yeah, we're not going to need it. We're not getting up to too high of a speed today, but...
No. But it does have pep.
It's cool. Well, it's still a V8.
It is still
I mean, compared to a lot of the other engines that were offered back then, I'm sure this thing was peppy.
This was the big one, I bet.
How many horsepower did you say?
106.
Oh, wow.
But for the day in 1953, it's pretty good.
That's only 30 less than my 2-liter 4-cylinder Prelude.
That's amazing.
This thing probably weighs more though, I would think.
I would imagine it weighs
a lot of
7
steel,
grams.
a lot of chrome on this car too.
Ton of chrome.
Chrome isn't light.
No, it's not.
Here we're at our stop sign for a bean test, but this thing doesn't have the most beans in the world, but it does sound good.
It does. It sounds really good.
Although you can really hear that exhaust from the outside, but from in here it's pretty tame.
It's very quiet.
It's very quiet and comfy. Oh, if you can still hear that V8.
Get him, buddy. Go get him. You're in a hurry.
Oh, that guy, I guess, didn't want to wait for us?
I don't care. I mean, I'm not going 110 miles an hour.
We're doing the speed limit, though.
We are.
Oh, man.
Oh, is he turning?
I have no clue what he's doing.
What a jerk.
But no, this thing drives fantastic. And again, I love the maroon and black combo. The
Wonderful.
seats, super comfy. We do have lap belts.
We do have lap belts.
No shoulder belts, but that's all right. You're probably lucky to have lap belts back in 1953.
I don't think it came with the car.
Probably not. I don't think these seats are original either, but they're very comfy and they're very nicely upholstered.
They are. Oh, the steering is nice.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it's not
steering.
It's not power steering, but it's
You have
so
such a big
nice.
wheel that it feels like you do.
It
Like it
is
doesn't
so
take a lot of
comfy.
effort.
It's beautiful.
Oh man, yeah, this car's
like it.
gorgeous.
Oh, there he is, the jerk.
Oh, very nice.
On his way. All right, I'm turning this
All
down.
right, I guess you should do the flybys. Like I said, I'll get out and get cold for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Get out.
Look at it go. It's just a gorgeous vehicle. I love it. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. He's using his blinker, look at that. Sounds good, and he still has his blinker on. They're not self-canceling, people. You gotta turn it off yourself. Oh, there he goes, he turned it off. At least we know it works now. Here he comes. Very nice noise. There he goes again with the blinker. God, it just looks so gorgeous. Here you go, good sir.
Sorry, I left that blinker on a little bit.
I was commenting on that while you were driving.
Like, man, I got that blinker on, so I do.
I go, they're not self-canceling, people. You got to turn them off.
No, they are not. These
How
are
did that
not.
go, though?
It went well. You know what? It's a great little car. When it warms up, it shifts really, really nice. It locks right into place nicely. I like it. It definitely has a little scoop to it. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Surprising.
It sounds good, too, from the outside.
does
That
it?
dual exhaust and stuff with that V8.
I can
It's
hear
good.
it now. It
And you have a
sounds
little 8-ball for the lock. I just noticed.
Yeah, it does have the 8-ball. Both sides have the 8-ball.
Yeah.
You ready to go back, big guy?
I am. Let's
do
do
it.
My hands are getting frostbite.
I bet you're frozen.